TikTok Tuesday, you know, TikTokers maybe have discovered what will be winter's coziest trend. They're offering tutorials on how to make a blanket coat.
But we have our own DIY expert in the house to teach us how to do it. Tamika Fletcher, I'm so happy to see you.
Thank you so much for having me. Great to see you.
I mean, if you want to DIY, she knows how to do it. So it looks like this is going to be pretty simple because you already have a pattern for us. We can find that on your Instagram?
Yes. Click the link in my bio. You can find the pattern there.
Tamika Fletcher.
Yes.
Got
Tamika
you.
Fletcher _. This was so easy. It looks sort of complicated, but trust me, this is a really simple project. I'll follow the pattern, cut out the pieces, and what you'll need is a basic blanket stitch. And I Googled blanket stitch and learned how to stitch in under 5 minutes.
Oh.
And I hadn't done this stitch before.
Okay.
And so it was really easy to learn.
It's really interesting to see how you do it, and you have a big old needle to pull it off too.
Yes.
Yeah, anybody can thread this one, I'm just saying.
I was thinking that when I was lining it up, it was going through really easy. This is called a darning needle.
That's
okay.
And it's just a larger needle with an eye large enough for yarn. And to do the blanket stitch, I'll show you really quickly. You just go through the loop. So once you pull it through, pull it through the loop. And that's it. Look, I mean, this is the
that is easy.
simplest stitch to stitch. And to put this together, you have just a few pieces. You have pockets, you have arms. There are 2 arm pieces, so I've already put the arm pieces together. They're shaped differently, so you put those together, but the pattern really gives you a lot of details on how to do this. I actually printed the pattern out at a print shop. I think the width is like 36 by 72. Then you match the pockets up, one shorter than the other one. Stick the pockets on the inside, sew the back one first.
Okay, I love that there are pockets.
And then remember not to sew right here, so you can put your hand in the pocket.
Exactly. Don't close
This is our expert.
Definitely don't close the pocket. But as you can see, this blanket in the inspiration, she had an old vintage blanket. I didn't have an old vintage blanket, but I did find some online for as little as $19.
Okay.
And that's a really great looking coat for $19. I would easily
take a look at it on our lovely model.
I mean,
over
it's given high fashion. I love it.
I mean, that's just unbelievable that you were just able to do those stitches and then you get that product. That's beautiful. It looks really good.
And how big does this blanket have to be? Because that looks like a good size coat with a lot of material.
It's about 3 yards.
Okay.
And the first thing I would do would be to cut out the larger pieces first and try to be very, you know, scrappy with the fabric. Put the pieces as close together as possible. I was trying my best not to have to cut into a second blanket, and I was able to do all of it in this 3 yards.
Okay.
So really, really simple.
It looks like it was professionally made. You would not guess that. And all your stitches are really nice too. They're perfect with the parts.
I could totally rock that. Okay, so how is it cozy? It's cold in the studio, so I'm assuming it's working. Okay.
There's a chance we might be borrowing.
Right, we may have to pick this blanket up. Okay, so a beginner can basically take this on, you're saying?
Yes, and this blanket sells online or the coat, I'm sorry, sells online for $2,400 from the person that actually made it, and our coat costs about $30. So that's a pretty big savings. You know, I'm all about not breaking the bank, especially for something that you could do by hand that's so easy and so much fun to make.
I feel like if somebody really enjoys doing this, they could start a whole business on blanket coats.
Oh, I posted yesterday and I've had so many DMs and so many questions. I think people are really interested in how, if there's a person that sews, if you already sew, someone mentioned great gifts for the holidays.
Oh, yeah. And I feel like a gift like that is so special because love went into it, your time went into it. And you may have mentioned this, but is this just yarn?
It's just classic yarn.
Okay.
I mean, really inexpensive. Some of us have, you know, a yarn around that we haven't used for something else, or an old blanket that could use some upcycling, but really inexpensive. Pins, the needle, and the yarn. That's pretty much all the tools that you need to put this together.
Okay, and you didn't need any buttons or anything at the top there?
No.
Not a thing.
No, I thought about putting a button, which would have been really cute, but it worked well without the button.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, love this, Tamika. All right, might have to put my order in.
No, we're going to make them together.
We're going to make them together.
We don't need an order.
That's
we got
what Melissa
this.
says. We can do this.
Come over to my craft room. I got a she shed.
Oh, she's got a she shed. All right, I'm coming.